Cerebral palsy is the most common among childhood disabilities, affecting around 3 live births out of every 1,000 children born in the United States. About 764,000 children and adults are currently living with cerebral palsy, and about 500,000 children under 18 are also living with cerebral palsy.
Now, this does not count all of the other neurological conditions Capable also works with. But just because something is deemed common in medical communities, that doesn't mean that our local communities are prepared to live with it.
3 years ago, Matt and Chris Ferderer found out their unborn daughter Elliot had a heart defect and would need a heart transplant. At 2 months old, she received that transplant.
The day she had the heart transplant, there were some complications, and she ended up having a stroke, which caused her to have right-sided cerebral palsy.
After 9 months in Minneapolis, where Elliot received medical care, she was able to return home to her family. Since then, Elliot has been on a long road to recovery, slowly regaining mobility on the right side of her body.
Our day-to-day is pretty busy. She's pretty jam-packed full with therapies most days of the week. So typically she'll have either PT, OT, speech coming to the house, or we're going into the clinic for therapy almost every day, sometimes a couple times a day. And then working on, feeding at home. She has a G-tube, a GJ tube actually. So we do G-feeds at home, and then also just work on eating skills and those oral skills.
And in between, Elliot and Chris work on home recommendations, going on walks with her walker. But the Ferderer family hasn't been alone in the process.
It's definitely been a lot of support in the community.
They received so much assistance from friends and family, and Chris says organizations such as Capable will help offer that much-needed support for so many families in our area.
When your child has cerebral palsy, typically you have a lot of adaptive equipment that comes along with that. She utilizes a walker and a cane. We have a whole plethora of things that she needs, orthotics to help her with walking.
These necessities and the lodging and gas needed for trips to bigger cities are not always covered by insurance. So that's where Capable comes in. They offer financial assistance to help kids like Elliot reach more milestones.
She's just recently started eating a little bit more by mouth. Yeah, eating. She signs, working on sign language as well. So kind of picking up on new signs, as well as saying some new words. Recently started saying her brother's name, her own name. So things like that has been really great to see.
Capable also helps bring awareness to how resilient children affected by neurological conditions really are, something that the Ferderer family gets to experience firsthand.
Just seeing how amazing these kids really are, and how much strength and determination they have, and they are just really special. And it's definitely opened my eyes to a whole other side that I thought I understood before, but now obviously living through it, you have a better understanding of just what it's like on the day-to-day for kids that have maybe mobility impairments and things like that in their families.
And as Chris mentioned, Elliot has started to eat, and she's actually worked up quite a big appetite now that she's able to eat those solid foods, and she says that she will eat anything and everything, but her favorite food right now, and I have to agree with her, is Cheetos.
They're hard to turn down.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?